In this lecture, we are going to discuss one of the important questions, that is read aloud. This question contributes to speaking and reading. So if you don't do good here, your both modules will be getting affected. So let's start with the overview first. There are two parts I can say in this question. The first part is preparation part, where you get a text on the screen. The text length could be like 60 words, 55 words, even 40 words also. And based on the length of the text, your preparation time depends. You may get 30 seconds, you may get 40 seconds, you may get 35 seconds. It depends on how long the text is, how long your passage, well, a short passage is, a short paragraph is. Once your time is over, there will be a beep sound and you have to record your answer. You have to read aloud. That's what the question is. Read aloud. In how many, seconds? You get 35 to 40 seconds. Okay, timer will be there. So you won't face any problem, like what time it is, whether 10 seconds are remaining or 20 are remaining, you will get to know. I'm going to show you the interface now. So everything will be clear after this. This is how you are going to get this one in the exam. 35 seconds I got. The moment question is on the screen, your timer will start. Now I need to prepare. Understand, sharing, affects, subjective, researchers, students, news articles, students, rate, subjective, completing, multiple choice questions, assessed, objective knowledge. That's all done. Now, once this preparation time is over, there will be a beep sound. To understand how sharing affects a person's subjective and objective knowledge, the researchers allowed a group of students to read and share a range of news articles. The students then had to rate their subjective knowledge of each article before completing three multiple choice questions that assess their objective knowledge. This is how you have to do. In the exam, you won't be getting the submit option button, okay? And means it won't show you the overall score. This is just, on our portal. You can check like how it was. So there is one issue here. If you see, it did not pick my person's word, rate word, three multiple choice, range, assessed. How many bad words are there? 6 bad words. Now let's check whether did I miss these words? Did I not pronounce them well? Let's check. To understand how sharing affects a person's subject. Yes, a person's, I said like that. Then, objective and objective knowledge. The researchers allowed a group of students to read and share a range of news articles. A range of news articles. I even said that also. The students then had to rate their subject. Rate. Okay. Persons was means for me it is clear. Range is also clear. Rate. Here I am bit sounding like rare or RADE. Okay, listen again. Then had to rate their subjective knowledge. Okay, the sound of T is not clear. Then of each article before completing three multiple choice questions. Now, when I said three, my pitch was little on higher side. So it did not even pick three also. Then I said multiple choice also. Listen again. Choice questions that assess their objective, completing three multiple choice questions that assess their objective knowledge. Okay. Now I said everything clearly. I said persons, I said rate, I said range, I said three multiple choice also, I said assessed also. It's not system's problem, it's my problem. I need to be clear. So that is the first suggestion. You should be clear. For right now, I can say, I can justify like why I got 6 bad words or missed words or whatever, like pronunciation. I'm not using external microphone. I'm recording all these lectures with my default laptop microphone itself. So there will be this issue. Okay. So you are going to practice with your, microphone, and I will suggest you to go with over the ear headphones. Why? In the exam you will get those only. If you are not used to those microphones, headphones, then you will feel little bit uncomfortable. So better go with those. Okay, now I am recording with default one. Still I would say this is a very good score. I'm not talking about score 14 out of 15. Okay, that is different reason why I do not focus on scores here. I'm talking about number of bad words. I got 6, and I did not make any mistake on my own. Imagine if I am also making a mistake. For example, this is written affects. If I say affect, it's written researchers. If I say researcher, it's written like the range of news articles. Sometimes students say the news articles. Okay, so imagine if I'm making, let's say, 3 4 mistakes. System is not picking 3 4 words. What will be my mistake count? It will be like at least 9. Okay, 8 or 9. With 8 or 9, I won't be scoring more than 13. In case, maybe like 12 also. Okay, I will get 12, but I don't think I will score more than 13. Okay, maybe 13. It depends, like the number of words. Now, is 12 or 13 a good score? No. If you are aiming for 79, you have to score 13 plus only. It means you have to go for 14, and 14 is possible. If I can read like this, you can also. And if without microphone, with the default system microphone, if I can minimize my number of bad words to like 5 4, then you can also with microphone. So whenever you practice on any portal, okay, even I am also associated with the 4 portals. I provide this portal service to my live students in almost all the portals, the portals with which I am associated, and the other portals, because students also give me same feedback. The marking in questions and the marking in mock test is totally different. Why? Because no portal service provider is using the same algorithm or same, like technology, whatever, like algorithm, patterns are there, or algorithm softwares are there. Okay, evaluating softwares, they don't use exactly same thing in question practice. Okay, so whenever you are practicing speaking questions, especially read loud and repeat sentence, please do not put focus on score, like you are getting 13 out of 15. How to assess yourself, how to judge yourself whether you are good or not? Check how many bad words are there, one thing. And ask yourself a question: did you take pause anywhere? Yes or no. If you took pause, means you were not good. Okay, so I hope you have got the idea how you are going to get the interface. Let me show you one more here. So the moment question is on the screen, your timer will start. In this part, preparation part, check eco anxiety, environmental, ecological, anxiety, predicted, human induced, then environmental, STEM, awareness, extreme, losses, livelihood, fear for future generations, and feelings of helplessness. So when there is beep sound, I need to read it. Okay. And there is one more issue here. Eco anxiety refers to a fear of environmental damage of ecological disaster. This sense of anxiety is largely based on the current and predicted future state of the environment and human induced climate change. Anxiety around environmental issues may stem from the awareness of a rising risk of extreme weather events, losses of livelihood or housing, fears for future generations, and feelings of helplessness. So here I go. Now let's check number of bad words. Uh, I am getting again 6 out of 62 this time. Well, it means I have, this is better than the last one. How? In last time there were 49 total words and number of bad words were 6. This time out of 62. Eco anxiety. How did I say? Eco anxiety ref. Yes, eco anxiety. So I should be little bit fast, but still it was okay. First, to a fear of environmental damage. Environmental, even I said that. No, I need to be more clear. And if you say I was clear, still it did not pick. Well, there is one more thing that I'll explain in scoring. Because I am using default microphone, I have to speak bit louder. Otherwise, you won't be able to listen my lecture. Okay, you have to turn on the volume. Now, because I'm speaking bit louder, what is happening? The stress, the emphasis on a particular word is more. Okay, eco anxiety, stress is more, environmental, stress is more. Because of that, it is showing as bad pronunciation of missed word. Well, it's not missed, bad pronunciation. And I said, like before this one, that you have to, means there is one more issue here, beep sound. What is the issue? uh, it has happened with my 2 3 students. They were very good in uh, you know uh, all the modules. They were scoring 70 plus, mostly 70 plus. Well, not mostly, every time 70 plus, and mostly 75 plus. But in the exam, they failed in the sense they scored 60 only. Okay, the exact was like I think 60. In listening and reading, they in listening and writing they did good. In speaking and reading, they scored 60, 62, something like that. Why it happened? So what happened with one student? Usually, there is a beep sound. Somehow he missed the beep sound. Maybe it was not there. Now, if it is not there, then you can complain. Okay, there was some issue, you missed it. It happens with many students. Sometimes students do not get in read. What happens in a retail lecture? I think once my student told me in retail lecture or in describe image, he did not get those 25 preparation seconds. Okay, and the retail lecture immediately started. So he complained, and he was given second chance. He did not pay anything for the second attempt. Now, my student uh, either missed that beep sound, or I don't know whatever happened, but he missed it. That is for sure. He was waiting, like, okay, there will be beep sound. Now I'll start. After that, I'll start. But what happened? He missed it. By the time he realized, like, there is no beep sound, and the time recording has started, it was very late. In speaking test, if you are quiet for more than 3 seconds, the system will stop recording your answer. So that student got 0, not in 3. After 3, like, he realized the beep sound is not coming. Then he started reading immediately, like once the time was over. So there is always a beep sound, but things have happened with many students. So I will say you keep an eye on the recording, bar also. The moment your 35 seconds are over, preparation time is over. The moment your recording starts, just start speaking, whether there is beep sound or not. And just imagine, this is high scoring question. You get six read louds in the exam. Out of that, you are getting 0 and 3. That's why my student got affected. Person who is scoring 75, 73, I think his average was 73, who's scoring 73 is getting 60. It means he messed up in listening and writing. He scored the same 76 plus. Okay, I don't remember the exact one. If someone is good in listening and writing, how he can fail in this one, reading and speaking? Okay, if he is that bad in speaking, it means he should be bad in this one repeat also. But his listening score is good. It means he did not do good in this one, read loud. And because he got 0 in read loud, got very less score in reading also. Okay. Anyway, so this is the thing you have to keep in mind. The moment you have this one, read loud on the screen, timer will start, go through everything, and then after that, when there is this beep sound, start recording. If there is no beep sound, then just have keep looking at the recording, bar or progress bar, so you'll get idea from there. Okay, guys. Now let's jump on to our scoring part. So this particular question type, it assesses your reading and speaking skills. It means uh, whatever overall marks are there for this question, half will be assigned to your reading and half to your speaking. And no one can say, exactly. On some websites, it's written like, if it is a 58 marks, or some websites have mentioned 58, some have mentioned 60, and some say like 30 will go to, if it is a 58, 30 will go to your speaking and 28 to your listening. Some say 29, 29. So this is how different portals, different websites I mentioned. Exact mark will depend on many things. How complex your read loud is one thing. How many read louds you are getting? Four, five, six, seven. How many? Okay. Usually students get six. Okay. Usually. Sometimes students have got even five also, seven also, even four also. It has happened. Okay. Then, guys, about the marks, there are partial credits. So, one read route is of 15 marks. It doesn't mean that you will get either 15 or you will get 0. If you don't do good, still you are going to get marks 10, 11, 12. But, guys, keep one thing in mind, less than 12, don't think of 79 plus. Okay. Don't think of even going for the exam. If you are not able to score, 13, 14 in practice itself, then don't book your exam. Keep that in mind. So partial credit means you are going to get some marks depending on your performance. So it's not like you will get either 15 or you will get 0. Okay. Then, guys, scoring factors, they check your answer based on three things: content, fluency, and pronunciation. In content, any replacement, omission, or insertion of a word counts as an error. Okay. What I did two in front of you, I did not replace, I did not omit, I did not insert any word on my own. Okay. Whatever issues were there, six bad words, they were, they got counted in your pronunciation only. Okay. Then pronunciation, native like five, influency again native like 5. It doesn't mean that I need to sound like a Britisher or Canadian or Australian or American to score 5 out of 5. Okay. They check whether you are sounding like native speaker or whether you are sounding like advanced speaker based on one criteria. What is that criteria? For that, let's jump to the official website. So this is the official website, Pearson PT Academic slash speaking writing. And if you go to Read Aloud, you can see like prompt length up to 60 words, time to answer again it depends, speaking and reading they are checked here, and 40 seconds, 30 to 40 depends, as I said. Then, guys, one very important thing which I have already discussed, if you remain silent for longer than 3 seconds, the recording will stop. So once you have stopped, after that, for 3 seconds after that, if you say anything, it won't be getting recorded. That's all. And one more thing, let's say you stop for 1 second and after that you say something. Again, that is an issue. Why that is an issue? That will affect your pronunciation and fluency. Let me give that also. So if you come down to this third one here, and here if you jump to this one score guide, you can download it from the website. And okay, this is the latest one. Okay, the score guide for test takers. So let's say if I jump onto your page 20, and first I'll discuss fluency. Now, what they're saying here for native like speech shows smooth rhythm and phrasing. There are no hesitations, no repetitions, or false starts, or non native phonological simplifications. Okay, so there is no hesitation, no repetition. It means you are like native speaker. It doesn't matter whether you are whether you are a Indian test taker or from Nepal, from Japan, from Korea, um, because PT algorithms are designed, developed to pick all the accents. Okay, it's not like you need to sound like native English speakers only to score 5. It will pick every accent, but it will check your fluency based on this criteria. If there is one hesitation, okay, just one hesitation, or if you repeat a word, or there is false start, what, you won't be able to score 5 out of 5. So the very first rule, do not pause at all, at least score 5 here. Okay, now just imagine if you have made a mistake. Let's say if I say speech has an acceptable rhythm. Okay, now if I continue, speech has an acceptable rhythm with appropriate phrasing and word emphasis, I may get 4 out of 5 in content. I may, because I did not stop, I will get 5 out of 5 in fluency. But if I do like this, speech has an acceptable rhythm. Now what will happen? I said speech has a acceptable rhythm. Now I replaced a word, right? I replaced it. I added, well, actually, I added one word. Now, after that, I corrected myself. When I corrected, I fumbled a little bit. Now, what happened? My fluency got affected, my content got affected, and when my fluency is getting affected, my pronunciation is also getting affected. That I'll explain after this. So, if you correct your mistake, your almost three criteria will be getting affected. So, guys, do not pause at all. If you have made a mistake, just continue. That's all. So, no hesitation, no repetition, no false start. And, you know, try to have a smooth rhythm. I'll read this one again. Speech has an acceptable rhythm with appropriate phrasing and word emphasis. There is no more than one hesitation, one repetition, or a false start. Now, some students, they read it in this way. Speech has an acceptable rhythm with appropriate phrasing and word emphasis. There is no more than one hesitation, one repetition, or a false start. Now, if you speak like this, there is native touch. I don't know whether you realized or not. There was some native touch. Okay. So just read it in this way. Speech is an, I missed an at, fine. Just continue. Speech is an acceptable speed but may be uneven. There may be more than one hesitation, but most words are spoken in continuous phrases. There are few repetitions or false starts, there are no long pauses, and speech does not sound. That's all. Now, read the third one. One hesitation. Okay. Only one hesitation. Acceptable speed but uneven. Now, how when I read this one, my speech was uneven, so I will be getting 3 only. If I have smooth rhythm, okay, and there is just one hesitation, I'll get 4, and if there is no hesitation, I'll get 5. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now, coming to your this one pronunciation. You remember, I fumbled when I said like speech has an acceptable rhythm. Now, what is happening when I'm correcting myself? There is more stress on the word "and." My pitch is on the higher note. Okay, what will happen because of that? So, see the criteria. Stress is placed correctly on all common words, and stress sentence level stress is also reasonable. Stress is placed correctly in all words, and sentence level stress is fully appropriate. When you are going to correct yourself, definitely you will be bit louder. Okay, so your stress level on that particular word or on that particular part of the sentence will be on a higher note. So you won't be getting 5 out of 5. You may get 4 or 3, depends on few things. If you fumble for, let's say, 2 times on a few words, that's all. Means your stress will be, bit on higher note on two or three words, so you will get 3 out of 5. So if you have made a mistake, do not correct yourself. Why? If you correct yourself, definitely your fluency is getting affected because you will fumble, and definitely your pronunciation also will be getting affected. And if you say, what if a word is difficult for me? Let's say you do not know, unambiguously you do not know how to pronounce it. So means my suggestion is, vowels and consonants are pronounced clearly and XYZ. A few minor consonant, vowel, or stress distortions do not affect. That's all. Just say XYZ. Okay. first of all, it's not like you got to know about PT exam today. Okay, you are watching this lecture today, and tomorrow you are appearing in the exam. You are practicing, so practice as much as you can so that you are aware of the most of the words. Okay, one thing. Second thing, guys, on internet, some people say like, okay, go with one line strategy. Jump onto the portal again. So let's say we go with this one. Okay, this one. Now, what they will say, if you are not good in reading, so whatever part is easy for you, okay, whatever part is easy for you. Let's say, for example, if you feel like this part is easy for you, so just read this line only. Okay, they suggest one line strategy. Guys, one thing, whatever I am discussing here, that is based on this approach. And see what is written here. At least two-thirds of the speech, what is written two-thirds of the speech, and come here. Listeners may have difficulty understanding about one-third of the words. Okay, so they are saying here most vowels and consonants are pronounced correctly for three. When you are not reading words at all, out of 60 you are reading one line. Let's say you are reading 20. Out of 60 you just read 20 words only. How you are going to get, forget about three, how you are going to get even two? Okay, how you are going to get two? And see here, listeners may have difficulty understanding one-third of the word. You just read one-third of the word only. If you read whole text, and then like let's say if 30 out of your 60 words, 20 are difficult to understand. Okay, fine, you may get one. But you just read, let's say, one-third only. Out of that one-fourth, system may not pick even 3-4 words. How you are going to get even one? Let's say you are getting, let's say whatever you read, that is fine, but I don't think you will get more than two. So those guys who are saying on the YouTube and other portals like one line strategy, it helped me to score 90, they are simply lying. Okay, they are simply lying. Either they are lying, or PT algorithms are not evaluating someone's answer, following this criteria. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. People are even saying, okay, I followed one line strategy, and they are going to their portal, okay, and showing like, okay, they got 90, they got 80, fine. How we can be sure like this guy used one line strategy? Maybe he's saying these type of things just to have more views. Okay, because the criteria says something else, and on YouTube they are saying something else. I agree up to one point. If you are beginner level, you cannot read sentences of in continuity. You cannot maintain rhythm. Then I can say fine. To score something around 50 in speaking, you can do like that. But if someone says I got 70, I got 80, I got 90, but just following one line strategy, means reading one line, testing for all the level of. Okay. Now, what if you do not know in that particular sentence also? Let's say you decide the first one. Liver cancer can be fatal, but experts are still working to understand how to best screen for and prevent liver cancer. Let's say you just read this one, or let's say little bit more. Data from a recent study suggests that a diet high in. Now, you did not, did I read 50% words? No. Okay, did I read? No. And here, what's the criteria? At least two-thirds of the speech is, means good. So I did not read even 66% words. I did not read even two-third of the my text. How I will get three? Okay, guys. So keep this thing in mind. Those one-line strategy, whatever like some hacks people are saying like 79 plus hacks, they are not hacks. They are simply lying just to increase their views. And like how on YouTube and how on Instagram and other portals, what people are doing, doing or what people are saying regarding these tutorials to get more views. They will have good thumbnail. They will have a very unique and interesting heading. Okay, so do not fall in their trap. Focus on your reading. Improve your reading. Okay, practice as much as you can, because PTE will check your answer, your speech based on this criteria. This is from the official website. I am not saying anything on my own. Okay, this is the website. You can read everything here, and then go to the third one here. How this question is scored, and just like and then go to the score guide, download it, go through this. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to suggest you a few things which are important to keep in mind. First one, whenever you are getting preparation time, read everything. If you feel if you feel like one word is difficult, first try how you are going to pronounce it. Whether you know how to pronounce it or not doesn't matter. Decide how you are going to read that word. Okay, decide. Whether it's correct or not, it doesn't matter. If you can't decide, then simply say XYZ. Okay, one thing. As I said earlier, whatever words are difficult, practice. And if you can't decide, XYZ. Wherever there is full stop, comma, you have to take proper pause. Okay. I'm not saying unnecessary. I'm not saying long pause. If you if there are two long if there is one long pause, you will get 3 out of 5. If there is more than one long pause, you will get 2 out of 5 in fluency. Okay, but it's important to take pause wherever there is full stop. Okay, and comma on comma, like short pause. Remember, 30 to 40 seconds to prepare and 30 to 40 to record. So maintain your rhythm. Do not speak slow so that you are not able to complete your this one read loud. Then I have already now shown you, it's written on the official website. You stay quiet for 3 seconds, your recording will stop and you will lose marks. Okay. Then speak naturally and clearly. Now, for me, there is reason I can justify why I had 6 bad words out of 62. I'm not using external microphone. It's a system default microphone. So some words are not clear. So it becomes very important to speak naturally and clearly. Do not miss or skip any word. Do not correct yourself. Otherwise, fluency will be getting affected. Your pronunciation will be getting affected. Focus on fluency. Maintain your rhythm. Okay. Do not unnecessarily use fillers. Okay. And finally, practice as much as you can. If you are not good, practice as much as you can. It's not like you decided about PT today and tomorrow you are going for the exam. Try to minimize. Don't go for score. If system is giving you, let's say, 14, but your bad words are like 10, 12, work on those bad words, because in most of the portals the scoring in questions is not that accurate. It is the case in most of the portals. Okay, so practice as much as you can and make sure that your every word is clear. So that's all, guys. Now I'm going to do some read louds in front of you so that you get to know like what is my approach. So this is the first one for us. Not so distant, shunned, mental health conditions, believed, evil spirits, or divine retribution, mental illness. Although this way of thinking has been extricated from society in much of the world, here I need to change my tone a little bit. It still casts. I need to say cast. If I say cast, it will be a like replaced word. Cast. So I have to sound S after cast, a long shadow. Now after beep, I am going to read this one. In the not so distant past, society shunned people with mental health conditions. Some people believed that evil spirits or divine retribution were responsible for mental illness. Although this way of thinking has been extricated from society in much of the world, it still casts a long shadow. Okay, my long word was not clear. Rest, it was fine only. Okay, so it was very easy, a short one. So we have this one now, teleology. So if you don't know how to pronounce a word, the XYZ and historical. While recording, I cannot think about it. Okay, how to pronounce this one. So first of all, put effort. Teleology, XYZ, whatever. Unique, features, stem, perhaps, biologies, then randomness, intention, magnetic, attraction, instinct, survive. The XYZ and historical contingency of biology make it unique among the sciences. Both of these features stem from perhaps biology's only journal guiding principle, evolution. It depends on chance and randomness, but natural selection gives it the importance of intention and purpose. Animals are drawn to water not by some magnetic attraction, but because of their instinct to survive. Now, make it unique. I was about to say makes. So I don't know, like what I thought. I was about to say makes. So there was little bit hesitation here, and then here also I hesitated. No, well, it was not a long pause, but some kind of hesitation was there. So I don't think I will get 4 out of 5. I'll get 5 out of 5 in fluency. I may score 4 only. Okay, but it is very easy. And you, I don't know whether you notice or not. I focused too much on this word, and by the time I was done with my skimming, only 4 seconds were left. And how did I go through the text? I just read few words only, intention, purpose. So I was a bit fast. Sometimes students who are beginner level, they have to read everything in those 35 seconds. So I'll say be little bit fast. Okay, try to go through not most all the words. Okay, let's do that in this one. So social media is a powerful tool for making people knowledgeable, benefits mental health, feeling smart, self-esteem, commented Dr. Ward. Indeed, studies have shown that news sharing can lead to social learning, political engagement, encouraging active roles in their communities. So in the exam, we won't be getting option to skip. You have to wait for the recording to start. Okay. So, but I'm going to click on skip here. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits for people's mental health. Feeling smart can improve self esteem, commented Dr. Ward. Indeed, studies have shown that news sharing can lead to social learning and political engagement, encouraging people to take more active roles in their communities. Okay, so this is how you have to read it. Then, once your one read loud is over, you will get second, then third, likewise fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then your repeat sentence will start. So, this is the most easiest question, I would say. Well, if you're beginner level, then this is going to be difficult. But let's say if you can read like me or better than me, then this is the most easiest question. I would say these are free marks. If this question is of 58 marks, 29 or 30 will be going to your speaking module, and something, let's say 29 or 30 to your reading one, because this question contributes to both reading and speaking module. So these are free marks. Aim for how much? 13 or 14 out of 15. Okay. Now because I took pause and said something after that. So do not focus on number here. Why? Because after completing my this one audio, I explained something else to you. Because of that, fluency is getting affected. So just see here. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits for people's mental health. Feeling smart can improve self esteem, commented Dr. Ward. Indeed, studies have shown that news sharing can lead to social learning and political engagement, encouraging people to take more active roles in their communities. Okay, so this is how you have to. So see, the means I waited, then I said okay. So this is how, again, like there was a pause, and see, I'm getting five out of 5 in content. If I'm good in content, if I read everything correctly, how it can give me 1? How it can give me 1.5 in pronunciation? Why? Because when I was explaining you, okay, whatever I was explaining, I took pause here, and there was not just one pause. There were like 3 or 4. Okay, listen again to read it. Then once you are see, before then also there was a pause. One read loud is over, you will get second, then third, likewise fourth, fifth, and sixth, and then your repeat sentence will start. So see, again there is a pause. So this is the best example for you, that when you have stopped, let's say, I'm sure like you will be able to record everything, you will be able to read everything in 20 seconds. After that, do not say anything, because even if you let's say, oh, let's say you have made a mistake. I have seen some students say, shit, I made a mistake. Oh, I missed it. Okay, sometimes they say. System will even record that also. Okay, after 2 seconds, if you say something, system will record it. And what will happen? It will be counted as a pause. Now, long or short depends. What if there are two long pauses? You will get 2 out of 5 in fluency. And if you're getting 2 out of 5 in fluency, no way you will get more than 2 in pronunciation. This is the best example in front of you. Out of 53, 7 bad words. Okay, system did not pick. But after that, I was explaining, I took pause and 1 and 1.5. And one more thing, whatever bad words are there, I read these words correctly. People's, feeling, esteem, Dr. Ward, indeed, news. I read everything correctly. Just imagine if I am making 3-4 mistakes and system is not picking my 6-7 words, the mistake count will be 11. So what will happen in that case? First of all, that is not going to happen. You are going to use your microphone, you are going to record in microphone, external microphone, so bad word case won't be there. But if there is bad word case, let's say if there is bad word case, you will get only 14 or 13. And on top of that, if you have made any mistake, you will get 12 only. And guys, those who score 12 out of 15 in read loud, they do not they cannot score 79. Keep that in mind. Okay, so I hope everything is clear that we have to focus on fluency. Okay, and if you're doing good in fluency, we will be doing good in pronunciation. And other than that, no replacement, no addition, no omission. That is the basic rule. There should be smooth rhythm. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits for people's mental health. No, this is wrong. You cannot say like this. Okay, because my rhythm is not smooth here, and when your rhythm is not smooth, both pronunciation and fluency will be getting affected. So I hope everything is clear. Now you practice as much as you can. There are two options. You can sign up with any portal. Okay. You can practice on portals, and you can practice like video based also. For video based practice, I have uploaded lectures. You will get a text on the screen, and there will be timer. So once your preparation time is over, just record. Well, not record. Just read the text. Okay. Just practice, and once your recording time is over, just see like how we have read that sentence. Okay, so you have sample audio also for a particular read loud, and compare your recording with ours so that you get to know like how we are reading a particular read loud. Okay, so that's all guys about this lecture. I hope you have got the idea about read loud. I discussed everything in detail. What is read loud, how they are going to evaluate you, criteria, and I read few read louds also. And in some like the score was 14, in some like the score was 7. Why it was 7, even that I have also explained. I did not edit anything in this particular lecture, and even in all my lectures you will see the same thing. Okay, wherever I am like hesitating, that hesitation is there, so that you get to know like even after hesitation, if I am able to score let's say 13, 14, 12, it means like if you avoid it, you can score 15 out of 15. Okay, so that's all guys. It was very important lecture. Now practice as much as you can. Aim for, do not aim for 15 out of 15 score. Aim for what? Aim for like bad words. If there are 5 bad words, avoid them. How? Read again. Read with clarity. For me, there is an issue. I do not have, my external microphone with me. So there is going to be some issue, when I record lecture or when I do read loud, repeat sentence or describe image on the system microphone. Okay, but for you, that should not be the reason. If you do not have, then buy it, arrange it from wherever you can, and practice it with microphone only. Okay guys, so that's all. After practicing, then jump to next lecture. Do not make it as a just video based course like one lecture, second lecture. Why? It's not about learning in PT. It's all about practice. You just need little bit guidance, and I have done more than that. Okay, I don't think like for read loud there should be 40 minutes lecture, but see, the lecture is now more than 45 minutes. Okay, I think like it is 45-50 minutes lecture. So practice. After that, jump to repeat sentence. That's it. And compare your recording with ours so that you get to know like how we are reading a particular sentence or a particular passage. So that's all guys. Thank you very much. I hope you understood everything about read loud. PTE is not about learning. PT is all about practice. It's not about even teaching also. But some guidance is required, so that's why we are recording these lectures. And it's not like I'm just giving you the overview. I have discussed in detail. See how long this lecture is. And basically what this lecture is, just read loud, right? You are getting a sentence and you have to read. So no one can teach you anything. Some tips tricks are there. What are those tips tricks? Only one suggestion, that do not pause, do not hesitate. If there is a bad word, it means you were not clear. Do not like blame system. Okay, system is not picking. See, I am giving you, even I'm justifying, right? My bad words like 7, 8 out of, 62 out of 49. And I justified it, okay, like because of microphone, some words are not getting picked. If, in second read loud, how many bad words were there? I think 7 out of 62. So it means I was able to say 55 words clearly, right? If I can say 55 words clearly, why I can't make it 62 out of 62? I hope you are getting my point. If 55 words are clear with this system microphone, default microphone, then the number can be 62 also. So do not justify if you have made a mistake, work on it. Okay. So even I am justifying it, fine. I'm not going for exam. You should not justify. Okay. And up to some extent microphone plays role. Why? In words where there is S sound, where there is ED sound, there like it is problem, but still I know like we can manage. I can bring my missed word count or bad words count from 7, 6 to 3 or 4. I have done that. Now while recording these lectures, it is not happening, fine, but that should not be your case. Okay guys, that's all. Thank you very much. Practice as much as you can, and I won't say like practice as much as you can and after that you are done. Practice this question every day. Okay, but now after watching this lecture, practice at least 40-50 reloads, check your score, and then jump to the second lecture, that is repeat sentence. Okay guys, once again thank you very much for watching this lecture.